Last week, we watched the most exciting match of the season when our new king, Chris Morin, bowled against one of the toughest bowlers in the area. Ron Bonnert would need a strike in the 10th to unseat the king. His shot was perfect, but the results were not. Chris Morin would win by 1 pin and carry him into Week 7 to defend his crown. Hello, everybody, and welcome to week number 7. We are here at LaRu Lanes in Highland Heights, Kentucky, and what a great place. I'm your host, David Newrath, and we're going to be bringing you some of the best bowling in the Midwest. And to tell you about that first game we're going to be watching, my co-host, Jennifer Kleekamp.
Well, good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for joining us. As you may well know, we've been mixing it up a lot this year with the 189 and under division. This week is no exception. 2 new faces, Terry Peace and Tom Mays. As you can see, we have a great crowd. We're ready to rock and roll. Got some interesting things. Let's hit it. We'll be right back.
The King of TV Bowling is brought to you by the Miller Brewing Company. Miller Lite. Life is good. And by Pepsi. Nothing else is a Pepsi. And by Jeff Weiler's Eastgate Auto Mall, State Route 32, 1 mile east of 275. Now this is Slush Puppy. Slush Puppy, a frozen fruit-flavored drink that's fun in a cup. Sure, kids love Slush Puppy, and you will too. Available at most entertainment centers, like amusement parks, bowling centers, and many convenience stores. Oops, almost forgot. Same places, you'll find Thelma's old-fashioned lemonade. Thelma's soft frozen lemonade and Slush Puppy's variety of frozen fruit flavors, as cool as it gets. They travel from all over the world to Cincinnati, Ohio for the excitement of bowling for over $2 million in the Hoinky Classic. Men, women, and mixed teams compete for their share of the expected $2 million pot of gold. Held in the newly renovated Western Bowl, the Hoinky Classic in its 55th year as the world's largest competitive bowling tournament. So join the winning. Call 1-800-543-4010 for reservations and say, "Show me the money."
As members of the American Bowling Congress, these men receive valuable benefits. In sanctioned leagues, they know their games count, and standard rules help the fun along. Awards give them proper recognition. They get their shot at national competition, and they're helping our country's Team USA. When these members go bowling, they know being organized is more fun. Get in league with America. Join the ABC. Well, LaRu Lanes, we are here, and what a great place. We'll tell you about some special things that are going on here in a minute. But on today's show, you're going to be seeing Terry Peace, 688. And Tom Mays, 650. What a great couple of bowlers they look to be. Terry Miracle down the road, Tony Rawlinson, and Rick Evans. So the 189 and under division is kicking.
And I told you we were ready to rock and roll, and here we go. Having a lot of fun, a great audience. Lots of family members for both participants here.
Well, I happened to come out here last night, Shannon, and catch wind of this cosmic bowl that Glenn put in, and this place was rocking.
It is super cool.
We'll tell you more about that as the show goes on.
Terry Peace, here we go. Nice even roll on it. Doesn't throw it too firm, gives the ball a lot of time to react. Solid 10-pin. Great opening pitch.
Well, Terry had a good score to come in here with 688. That's one of the higher scores in the 189 and under division, Jen. So he must have done a lot of things right.
Look at that. Spares up a 10-pin.
excellent opening shot. Never been on TV before, along with Tom May's first time appearance.
You want to watch something, folks? Tom Mays does not use his thumb. He's from Batavia, Ohio. He'll just put his 2 fingers in, kind of lay his thumb. There you see it on the side of the ball. And watch this.
You the man.
You the man is right. No, he says you the man.
Yeah, that's right.
The amount of power you put on a ball when you do that is incredible, Jen. But boy, is it tough to do. Take a look at it here. You've got to stay underneath it. You rev it up, and this ball is not going to deflect to the right. Oh no.
It's great. It's unusual to see somebody that doesn't use their thumb, that doesn't cross a lot of boards. He kind of gets it right up the lane, which is a good angle to carry.
Well, I think his thumb, look at this, kicks out the 4-10 late, but that's that good ball reaction, good rotation on the shot. Take a look at it here. Left side of the screen, keep your eyes there on the 4-pin. Right side, the 10-pin. 10-pin will go out first, right there. The 4-pin goes out next. Could have been catastrophe. As it is, it's a double, and he's excited.
Great break. Terry married to Vicky. Children's names, Joe and Mark. Everybody's here today. Looking good.
Well, he's got a tiger by the tail here, and if the qualifying scores are any indication, and there never are. You know, that's the amazing thing. The high qualifying score will invariably come out and bowl well, but sometimes he'll be taken down. There you see at age 46, 279 high game.
From Burlington, Kentucky, born in Covington. Going after the 10-pin again. Hang on. Came out of the channel. We'll have to make a correction on the score there.
Yep, folks, in case you don't know, once the ball enters the channel, it's considered out of play. So if it comes back into play, that's tough. You get the channel and 9 out. You don't get the spare for a bank shot.
Terry throwing a full fingertip release.
Left-hand lane looks pretty good.
Oh, once again, the 10-pin, 3 in a row. Now he's going to have to adjust the roll on that ball a little bit. It's going a little bit too long and not getting the maximum angle going into the pocket, and that is why he is leaving the 10-pin.
All right. The 10-pin, it's something you have to be able to make, and so he is going to do it cross lane again, right about the 3rd or 4th arrow, and he misses it the other way, Jen. A little overcorrection.
Big trouble there. Well, we're going to see how Tom is going to deal with double opens out of Terry. See if he can put some extra pressure on him. Already working on a double.
You just hate to see that guy come out and leave 3 weak 10s and miss 2 of them.
And I believe he made every one in practice that I saw. Once again, great shot. He is throwing pins everywhere. Very aggressive into the pocket. That time getting the 5-pin to do the job.
Tom Mays is cranking and stanking, baby. Watch this one. And Jen, you're right. He doesn't cover a lot of boards, but maximum revolution, no deflection here. 5-pin goes out a little late, but takes out the 7. And that was the head pin going from left to right on your screen.
And I think you picked up on it before, Dave. You have to stay behind the ball if you're going to use this type of technique.
That's wide.
Never had a chance to come back. Difficult spare here. Now it'll be interesting to see if he will put his thumb in for the spare, or if that is his standard technique on his spares also.
Well, we're about to find out. And we're watching right along with you. Nope.
Nope.
That's there.
It's just so hard to get control without that thumb. Your thumb is your control, so
Well, Jen,
he's doing a good job
his
at it.
forearms are big enough. I think he can handle that 16-pound bowling ball. Watch it here. Low angle. You can see the end-over-end roll. Well, he does so many things right. He stays down low at the line. This ball goes through, carries out the 8-pin in the back, and he's got a triple and a spare.
All right, Terry, let's go. No 10-pin this time.
No 10-pin, Jen. You got it. We were talking a little bit about LaRu Lane's Cosmic Bowl. Folks, let me tell you something about this. They have it every Friday and Saturday night. You're going to have to call for reservations because this is hot. What they do, they turn the whole bowling establishment into a disco, if it were, but an upbeat disco with lasers and great music and glow-in-the-dark lanes. You've got to see it. I can't even describe it other than to say, come on out, give Glenn a call and the crew over here, and they will put your name down on the list. And when there's Glenn right there. Oh, he's happy. Yeah. Must know we're talking
And
about.
that does run from 12 to 2 a.m.
Must know we're talking about his investment here because, God, it was great. I came out last night. Everyone was having fun.
It's
Jen.
cool.
Let's see what we can do here. I'd like to see Terry get a strike just to have something to get him loosened up. Left-hand lane. Get it in the pocket. Nope, that's wide. Hey, maybe thin works.
Little head pin shaker there.
Yeah.
Way to go. That's Vicky, his wife. There's his son, Joe, and also Mark with us.
Head pin goes to the left side of your screen right there. Comes off into the 4, whirly bird into the 7. The kind of strike we normally see out of the big crankers, but even they, more conventional players can get those. Conventional, he is not.
Unbelievably powerful. That's great. Tom has a daughter, Carly, 2 years old. She's running around here somewhere. Watch this action here. Just sheer power right through the pocket. Snapping that 10-pin out at the last minute. That's how you know you have a very clean roll on the ball.
Look at it. Boy, it hit the dry down there and just started going left. Tom Mays with his 650. You know, he's well behind Terry at this point, but well ahead in the match as far as today's concerned.
Tom bowls out at Suburban Bowl and lives in the Eastgate area.
We are going to watch this, and
Now, he took some roll off of it that time. Dave, did you pick up on that?
we did, and we'll take a look at it when we come back after these words. Stay with us.
You know, marriage is a lot like bowling. You follow the straight and narrow, and you strike it big.
Sure, with a pinhead.
I'm sorry, honey, did you say something?
No, dear, keep going.
Marriage is a lot like bowling. You never want to be in the gutter.
Or you'll score a 0.
What do you mean by that?
Well, nothing, dear. I'll explain it to you later.
Okay, why don't you do the next one, okay?
All right. Marriage is a lot like bowling. If your first shot is bad, you just pick up a spare.
What do you mean by that, huh?
Nothing, dear. Nothing
Chris
at all.
and Janine on WGRR, Oldies 103.5.
Quench your thirst for savings and make the Mart your next stop for Pepsi. Generation Next. All varieties of Pepsi products are featured at Ameristop. Pick up a 12-pack today. Remember to shop the Mart for milk. It does a body good. Plus, the savings are good when you're in the mood for a gallon of Ameristop milk. Produced locally by Trout Dairy.
Adios, amigo. Adios.
Terry Peace is in the rears by 40 pins, and he is really going to have to mount some sort of an attack here, Jen.
Well, you know what happens is people get so far down that they finally start to get loose, and they figure they have nothing to lose at this point.
Well, hopefully that's the case. I'm not sure I agree with him playing quite as deep as he is. Well, the light shaker works twice.
That's the only shot that's working for him, so good job for a double. Way to go, Terry.
Well, I said I didn't agree with him going inside. Well, tough. I'm wrong. He made the right move. He's going with less hook, and he's going for the light shaker. Now, if that same ball moves an inch further to the left, he's going to leave a 10-pin. But as it is, it's working. He cut the lead to 30.
And he can cut it to 20 right here with a triple.
Tom Mays waiting in the wings. Let's see if Terry is going to make things exciting for him or not.
Once again, the light shaker. Head pin doing the damage there.
3 in a row.
3 in a row.
And they were all, we could replay the same shot. Here it is. I don't know if this is this one or the one 3 frames ago. They all look the same. Head pin goes to the left side of your screen, comes around, kicks into the 4, and takes out the 7 late.
Now pressure back up on Tom Mays.
Let's see if he squeezes. He still has a 20-pin lead. The guy's coming up heavy on him, and he did. He tugs it. Goes right through the heart, leaving the 610.
It is pretty hard to squeeze if you don't have the thumb in the ball, though, Dave. You better retract that statement.
Thank you. My co-host nails me again.
Check out Tom's bio here, age 28, 289. Great performance, averaging 185 currently.
Good job, Tom. You're right. It is tough to squeeze it if you don't have a thumb in the ball. Very good. Look at this. How quickly. 40 pins up, coming back from the break. Now he finds himself less than 10 up, I believe. But our statistician, Walt Tarpley, and Sandy Newrath out in the truck will be feeding us those numbers in a second.
And we talk about the 189 and under division, and the big difference is spares. These guys get a lot of strikes, but you have to fill frames in order to average 210.
That's much better, but he leaves a 10.
Now we'll check him out going cross lane. I do believe he puts his thumb in the ball. If he doesn't, then he tries to sort of back it up to get it to go straight down the lane.
There you see our scoreboard. Tom Mays, 144 in the 7th, and Terry Peace with 3 strikes working through the 7th frame. And Ed Sampson at home, that's for you. We're going to be talking more about the score because Ed says he's having trouble seeing it, and Ed's one of our program people that are in the older Pepsi generation.
You bet.
Well,
my, how things have changed.
Oh, man. Man, oh, man. You come back, you're 40 down, you put 2 shakers together, and the next thing you know, you're looking at moving into the lead.
It's competition, head-to-head match play right here.
Terry Peace, another shaker.
Half hit. There's his family.
Well, they have to be happy. They're witnessing one of the greatest come-from-behinds on our show, especially in this 189 and under division. Terry Peace is not going away. Not only did he turn a 40-pin deficit around, he is now moving into the lead.
Working on a 4-bagger with the pulse. And that's an AMF ball.
Let's see what happens. Well, he breaks up the split, and that's good for him because a spare here is really going to put the onus back on Tom Mays. And Jen, how often have we seen this? Years and years have gone by where we haven't seen a 40-pin deficit turn into a 12-pin lead in 3 frames.
Really been a great turnaround for Terry Peace. Covering the spare, both fins with the ball. That's ideal.
Well, you've got a 12-pin lead now.
And you've got the 9th and 10th coming up.
And you
this is big.
Oh, man. There you see it, 165 in the 8th frame. Well, Mr. Peace, Mr. Mays
great
needs
shot. Oh, wow. Did he fry that rack? Holy cow, that was big.
Let's take a look at it here. What a great shot. He just cranks back, keeps it tucked under, stays down at the line. Look how low that big man is. 1-3 pockets filled up, 5-pin, second one back middle of your screen, goes out hard and heavy to the left. Frame number 10. If he strikes, it needs a double. Oh, well, he's going to close him out with a couple of strikes, but not today. We're going to go down to the wire.
That was a lousy break on a great shot. Was looking at 213. If he would have struck out, he's going to spare it up. Go for 193 with a fill then.
Yep, going cross lane, still no thumb. And is it a spare? A ball rolls out and misses. He opens in the 10th frame. Well,
Finishes out for 181.
well, any kind of a count here in this game is over. We'll watch Terry's first ball. But if he doesn't hit his ankle twice, he defeated Tom Mays, the guy you're looking at right now. It was his to win. He was 40 pins up coming back from commercial break. And within 4.5 frames, Terry Peace comes from behind and will win our 189 and under. Well, that is it. It's official. Terry Peace wins a come from behind, and we'll be back with match 2 after these words.